My name is Demetrius Flenory, and today I just did a XXL cover shoot with 50 Cent and the rest of the cast members from Power. I'm doing the cover shoot because I'm the star of BMF. BMF is Black Mafia family. So his whole story, his whole group, him and Southwest T, his brother, and him and his brother made an empire. Telling their story because they're street Detroit legends, probably the biggest Detroit legends to ever come out of Detroit. Telling their story, I'm playing my father. Well, 50 actually came and got me before I even knew I could even act at all, before acting was even a thought. My dad called me one day and told me that he wanted me to fly to Atlanta in his presence so I could meet 50 for the first time and see the first casting that he was doing. So I flew out there and it was lined around the street. And the first time I met 50, it was just genuine. And I sat by him and we actually got to watch people audition for a couple hours. And the next day he called me, 8 o'clock in the morning, woke me up. I'm like, damn, 50 calling me. So I answered the phone, he like, hey, what you think about going to acting classes? I want you to play your dad. And at first, it sounded crazy, but of course, I'm gonna do it. I'm not doing nothing, so of course I wanted to do it, I just didn't know if I could do it.
The draft from Randy because it was important to show the origin story, to see the innocence and how they chose to get involved and then it grew. Well, I hired 2 of the top casting agents in California. They sent me photos of people who would be good choices to play the role, and none of them looked like him. None of them. I'm like, yo, nah, this is not it. I had done the casting in Atlanta. I run into him then, but when I look at him, he looked like his daddy, like spitting his hair down like his daddy. The same thing, like it was like, yo, I'm like, he looks less like his dad in the show than he did that day. I got him from Atlanta to California and was able to get him with the coaches and have him be in a new environment where he can have that extreme focus to get ready faster than he would usually get ready. So the intensity of just being that focused on doing it allowed him to achieve this in a short period of time. He was able to do it because, financially, I was supporting the idea and I believed he could do it. He had moved to California and was working with acting coaches, and his dad didn't know that he was actually doing that because we had to establish that he was good enough to do it. Even his dad is the kind of person that doesn't like to fail at things. So he'll look and he'll say, is he the best person for it? And I'm saying, yeah, he's the best person for it, for multiple reasons. You can't find anything more authentic than him portraying his dad. From my perspective, BMF is important in a different way. Like as things start to shift culturally, when hip hop culture is not being dominated by New York City and California or West Coast based material, it moves to the Southern market, the culture changes, dance culture comes in. Like you see now, a person can launch their record with TikTok, and the dance challenge will turn into why the song is working. But as the crack house turns into a trap house and trap music emerges in the culture, the dad's indictment is the largest indictment to happen since then. The significance in him being able to play his dad, for me, the points that I get really excited about it is his dad, when he was on the phone, he called and talked and said, I don't know if you were conscious of this when you was doing this, but you moved him closer to me because he's spending more time thinking about things that we experienced, things that we did. He get a chance to do everything we did and he not going to jail. It's a different level of excitement for me watching him.
It means the world to me, and I always say this is like life or death for me, I feel like, because that's how serious I take it. Not even more so with the job itself, just so with me telling the story right, because he's still in jail, and he got taken away from me so young and missed my whole teenage childhood. So it's like I want people to know the real him, and that's all he wanted people to know was the real him. People only know what they hear, what their opinion is, what somebody else thinks of him. They don't really know the real Big Meech. This is my big brother. He's my mentor at the same time. He really guided me and helped me throughout the whole way before anybody else believed in me, before my dad even knew I could do it. 50 believed in me, he believed in me. And I feel like that meant the most to me because at the end of the day, no matter how much doubt I had, I always knew in the back of my mind that 50 had my back, and I just wanted to make him my dad proud the most,
I think that they should expect him, like I said, like all of these guys, Meech, Michael, Makai, and Tommy, for them to be superstars following this. There's gonna be a lot going on, so they should just get ready for that.